guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to the last video of Vlogmas 2020. Somehow, some way, this is our 12th freaking video in all of the month of December. It has gone by so freaking quickly. It has been my first Vlogmas, y'all already know that, and I had no idea what to expect. This entire month has gone by so fast, but at the same time, I feel like all I've done this month is film, edit, post, work out, eat, sleep, breathe, YouTube. I don't know how people can do 24 or 25 videos in the course of this month. That is wild to me because it has been so much to even do 12. But I have loved every second of it, and we are wrapping it all up today in Vlogmas. I'm so excited for today's video. Today we are talking about all things 2020, the good, the bad, the ugly, things I have loved about 2020 and things I want to leave in the past and scurrying my way into 2021. We're talking all things 2020 in review, and I'm also going to be talking briefly about some of my goals for 2021, things I'm excited about, things I'm bringing with me, things we are not slowing it down on. So, but without further ado, because you know that your girl can talk all freaking day long if you let me, we're gonna hop right into it. First and foremost, let's address the elephant in the room. Okay, don't be freaking rude. Not that elephant in the room. I know this bad boy is the size of Mount Everest. There's currently people climbing up it, sleeping on it, but we ain't talking about that boy. 2021 has not by any means been easy for probably about anyone that I talked about. There has been good things and bad things for every single person that has happened this past year. Obviously, our lives have completely changed in the course of these past 9 to 10 months. Things that we never expected in our whole life happened. Things shut down that I didn't even know could shut down. In the blink of an eye, things that you took for granted, things like getting your nails done, getting your hair cut, going to the gym, ripped away from us. People were getting sick left and right. People were losing loved ones. Nothing about this year was anything that I, in my wildest dreams, could have imagined would have happened. So we need to just address that first and foremost. I know when I'm sitting here talking about, and I'm going to be talking about the good things and the bad things that have happened in my life this past year, I know there are so many of people who are going to be watching this video who some of you may have experienced genuine, horrible hardships over this past year regarding the virus, and I genuinely, my love goes out to each and every one of you. I wish that there's something more that I could do for every single person who's watching this video. I know that this year has not been easy. It has tested people, and it has proved how tough 9 or 10 months can be. It has proved how much can change in our world in 9 and 10 months. So I needed to start with that. I know that I'm going to be talking so much about this year, but obviously that is the big elephant in this room. Something has happened in our world that no one ever in a million years could have expected, and I think that we can't forget about that. Obviously it's the elephant in the room, so I'm going to be talking about it a little bit more, obviously, but I needed to start off with that. So this year kind of started off relatively normal, I would say. I mean, January hit, we screamed Happy New Year, and life was normal. I mean, we were living our lives. I was in college still. I was a college student. I just moved out. I moved home. I commute to college my second semester senior year. My internship was in the city. I live in the suburbs, so for me to live on campus at school when I was going to be at my internship just didn't really make sense. So I moved home. So my life kind of started to change even before this pandemic kind of hit. I was already home. I removed myself from the college situation for financial reasons because I just didn't think it made sense. For personal reasons, I came home for a lot of reasons. So I was already living at home. I was starting my internship. I was going into the city doing corporate fitness. I was like, everything was fine and dandy. I was doing college. Everything was good. March rolls around, and Timmy and I actually were in Hershey when everything kind of shut down. Our anniversary is March 16th, and we were in Hershey celebrating our 5-year anniversary when things started to close. By the time we came back from Hershey, our world was like flipped upside down as we knew it. That was when all of the closures started to happen. That's when gyms closed, when restaurants closed, when bars closed, when nail salons, hair salons, everything shut down. And I didn't even know that was something that could happen. Like, I didn't even know you could take a movie theater and just close it, or a mall and just close it. Like, things that I never in a million years would have imagined could happen, happened. And so we were gone, and we came back, and our world was changed upside down. I've talked time and time again about how difficult that transition was for me personally. And once again, I know that so many people out there have it worse. So when I'm sitting here talking about it, like, I'm not trying to say that what you're going through or what your family or what your friend has gone through is not important. I'm just sharing my personal experiences from 2020. My personal experiences. I know that I don't have it the worst that I could have had it. So please keep that in mind. My life was changed upside down when the gym was closed. A lot of my life revolves around it. You guys know that. It's a sanctuary for me. It is an escape. It is part of my, it's like therapy for me, going to the gym. So that changed me drastically when that shut down. I didn't know what to do with myself. I would spend time and time again. I would feel like I would need to do 2, 3 workouts to get a good workout in, as if I was going to the gym. I felt like doing at home and body weight exercises were not enough. And I have weights, and I've only gotten more throughout the course of all this at my house, but it's not the same for me as going and driving to the gym. So that all happened. Obviously, this has been going on for months and months and months. I was offered a full-time job opportunity in corporate fitness, which is what I'm currently working in now. I was offered a job in May. So all this was going on, got offered a job in May, but they said, like, we think you're great, this, that, and the other thing, but since we're not in the office, we can't start you right now. So I was like, okay, awesome. Graduated school in May, yay, happy graduation. My graduation got canceled. So my family threw this like amazing, adorable backyard graduation. Like, something that you guys, if you don't know my family on a personal level, like, something that you guys need to know is I am so freaking fortunate and so freaking blessed to have the most amazing, the most supportive family that a human being could ever possibly have. I am one of 6 kids, and I have never been more grateful for a big, happy, my family whole procession song. I sat there, they gave speeches, a whole 9 yards. They threw me a backyard graduation. It was like a life-changing, crazy experience for me. And so that happened in May. I didn't have a real graduation, but I did have a backyard graduation with my family, which was awesome. So graduated, yay, so exciting, so exciting. Got offered this job. Months and months and months go by. I'm working at my part-time job, essentially full-time, trying to just like make ends meet. At this time, I really wanted to get my personal training certificate, but no tests were available, obviously. Months go by. They finally offer it up as an online opportunity, and I take it and I pass. So that's another major plus of 2020. I got my personal training certificate, something I have wanted since I have been so young. I wanted to be a personal trainer, and I was able to literally do that. Throughout all this madness, I was able to get my personal training certificate, something that I have wanted since I was so young. So that was such a huge accomplishment for me. Throughout this whole time period as well is when I started my YouTube page and I started posting stuff on Instagram. For those of you who don't know, I have always been super into fitness, super into health for as long as I can remember. It's been a huge part of my life. It's always been something I feel super passionate about. I just never felt comfortable to share it online. I never thought that I would have the support system for it. I knew that there'd be people who would support me. I knew those people, and I knew that they were going to support me no matter what I did. I could dye my hair literally purple, and they'd be like, you look freaking great. And I knew that. But I also knew that there's going to be people who wouldn't support me, or who would question me, or who would not want to be involved in my journey. And at that, before the pandemic, before this all started, I was not ready to put myself out online because I was so afraid of those people. I was so afraid to lose friends. I was so afraid to not be and put myself out. I was so afraid that people would think that I'm so, I don't know what I was afraid of, but I was afraid to put myself out online. I was afraid to share things about myself. I was afraid to be vulnerable in a public space. I was afraid to see judgment. You can never make everyone happy. And I guess at that point in my life, I wasn't ready for the scrutiny. I wasn't ready for the judgment. I wasn't ready to like not feel good enough. And so I never put myself out there. And then the pandemic hit, and I was like, listen, now more than ever, people need something to do. People need something to believe in. And honestly, I was bored. Like, when this all started, I was bored. I didn't know what to do with myself. So I was like, this has been something that I've been wanting to do for forever. So like, let's just do it. And if it sticks, it sticks. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. And so I went for it. I put myself out there. And here we are. I mean, I'm doing it. I have loved every second. I have gotten the most positive responses back from people. And yes, I have lost friends along the way, people that I never thought I would lose, but people who didn't support me in my journey, and it was tough. I'm not even going to sit here and lie. That's probably one of the toughest things that 2020 has taught me, is that not everyone is going to support you. Not everyone is going to have your best interest. Like, there's some people who are in your life that don't really care about you doing what makes you happy. Like, if it doesn't fit what they think you should be doing, they're gonna have a problem with it. And I think for me, that was really, really hard to come to terms with. And it still is. It's still hard that I have lost people over something that I don't believe I did wrong. I am just being me. This is myself. This is who I am. I am this outgoing, fun, energetic person who loves fitness, loves health, feels passionate about this, passionate about that, and I'm going to share that. And I'm happy that I'm doing it, but it took a long time to realize that not everyone was going to be okay with that. So that's something I really had to come to terms with in 2020, and I'm really, really grateful for all of you who have supported me this whole way. So a big shout out to you guys. I literally love you so much. Those of you who have been there from the beginning when I started posting fitness stuff all the way till now. Like, I genuinely cannot express that enough. Like, as you guys all know, I got engaged to the most amazing human being that has ever stepped foot on this planet. I feel so fortunate every single day that he was brought into my life. I feel so fortunate every single day that throughout the craziness of this year, he always gave me something to believe in. He always gave me something to look at and be like, I have something to be grateful for. Every single day, no matter what was going on in my life, I didn't understand why I wasn't able to start my full-time job. I didn't understand why people around me were getting sick and I was losing my loved ones. And through this whole thing, he was the constant in my life. He was what I needed. Like, he got me through every single tough time. I was questioning whether I should be putting myself out there in the fitness industry. I was questioning why people weren't supporting me, and the only thing that was constant was him. And somehow throughout this madness of this year, he asked me to marry him, and it was the most amazing thing. You wait your whole life for an engagement, at least if you're a girl. Like, you've probably thought about it since you were literally like fresh out the womb. And so you wait for that moment. And like, for me, it was 110% without a question in my mind worth it. That day was the best day, one of the best days of my entire life. It's been so amazing. Every moment since planning a wedding, especially with him, has been the most amazing thing. And I'm so excited for all of those things to come. So obviously that's probably the biggest up of 2020 for me, is I got engaged to the literal love of my life. And so that's my biggest up probably of 2020, on top of staying healthy, having my family. I did lose my grandmother through this pandemic. I lost a very, very, very close friend both through the virus. I lost them both suddenly. I lost them both without understanding why. I lost them both without getting to say goodbye, and that was horrible. That was like for sure the hardest thing that I've been through this entire year. I lost two people who meant so much to me so suddenly, so quickly, and I know I'm not alone in that. I know so many of us and so many people in my life has lost so many people that have been close to them. That's definitely been the biggest down from all of this, is of course I'm coming out of 2020 without two people that meant so much to me. And I know that every single year, especially as you get older, that is definitely going to be happening, and definitely something that I think is hard to come to terms with, and with getting older, but something that makes us who we are and stronger. And I'm happy to have had those people in my life for as long as I was able to, and I feel blessed to have had the opportunity to know both of those people. So enough about all of the sadness, and I'm glad I didn't get emotional and choked up, because it's been hard. I mean, losing people you love is hard, and this year has been hard, but there's been so many ups. So in terms of fitness and health, I have been in a really good place with all of that the entire year of 2020. I started this year knowing what my goal was, and that was to be healthy and to be fit, but in a way that I wanted it to. As you guys know, and as I'm going to talk about more in future videos to come about my journey and how I've gotten here, I didn't always have a good relationship with fitness and exercise. I didn't always have a good relationship with food and how I saw myself. I had a very disordered way of thinking about all of those things, and I'm coming back from all of that, and that has been a huge accomplishment this past year, to look at myself in the mirror and be like, you are enough the way that you are. And it took me so long to get to this point, and here I am in 2020 looking and telling you it's a work in freaking progress, and we're getting through it. And so fitness and health wise, this year has been about doing it for me, doing it because this is what I want to do. In even putting myself out there on social media, I'm doing it because I want to do it. I'm doing it because if I can make a difference in 1, 2, 3 people's lives, if one person messages me being like, I learned something today because of what you posted, or that's a really good workout, I did it and I feel great about myself, or thank you for sharing that, I also feel the same way, that's a win for me. And that's why I do it. And so my fitness goals from 2020 to 2021 really don't change much. I still want to continue living a healthy lifestyle in whatever way best suits me at that time period. So looking back at 2020, I'm very proud of my fitness and my health journey. I'm proud of where I've gotten to from where I was in the past. I have stopped weighing myself almost completely. I really never step on a scale. I don't do measurements. I don't track what I take in anymore. I haven't for this entire year, unless I'm doing it for when I like would film a video for you guys from time to time. I don't track anything that I take in, and I am happier than ever. I do believe that I weigh more than I've ever weighed in my life. However, I feel more confident. I feel happier than I've ever felt in my life. I'm leading the least restrictive life that I've ever led in my whole life. I don't put a goal on the amount of calories I burn in a day. I don't put amount of calories on how much I want to eat in a day. I just do what feels right on that particular day. And on that particular day, if I want to eat 7 cookies, your girl's gonna have 7 cookies. If on that day I want to run 6 miles because I want to run 6 miles, that's what I do. And that's what this year has been about, and that's what I'm taking with me into 2021. I am doing what is best for me. I am not out here trying to win competitions. I'm not out here trying to be a bodybuilder, anything like that. I'm doing it because this is my life, because this is what I love to do, and I'm going to keep doing that in 2021. So I'm going to talk probably next week, when it's not a Vlogmas video, I'm going to talk about how I set goals, how I think it's important to set realistic goals, what I think we can be doing as a community to set realistic, attainable, achievable, measurable goals for 2021. We're going to have a whole video coming on that, hopefully within the next week or so stay tuned for that. But that's something that personally I want to take with me, just the way that I've been handling fitness and health, and how it's a lifestyle, and how it's a journey, and how it's a process. I'm going to take that with me. One of the biggest things that I need to work on going into 2021, in all honesty, is genuinely to have the mindset that no one needs to be in your life who doesn't want to be in your life. It's a really hard reality for me to face, that there are people in my life who just don't want to be there. And I don't want to fight anymore. You know what I mean? I don't want to beg someone to be around that doesn't want to be around. I don't want to beg someone to support me who doesn't support me. I don't want to beg someone to care if they don't care. And so I'm not going to. In 2021, something I want to be better at is just knowing what I'm worth, and knowing what I'm capable of, and knowing that the people around me who love and support me are going to support me in every single way possible. I know that the people in my life who care and who want to be there are going to be there. I'm the type of person who, like, if it makes you happy, I want to support you, and I know that that's not the case for everyone. I know that not everyone genuinely cares about your success and your happiness, and although I know that, and I can tell you that, when that's actually happening to me, that's really hard. So for 2021, I'm really going to try to be better mentally at knowing what I'm worth, knowing what I'm capable of, and not letting anyone tell me differently, because I have such big goals for 2021. I want to continue to grow this platform. I would love within this next year to get, I don't know, 1,000 more followers on Instagram. Within the next year to get, a couple hundred more subscribers on YouTube. Like, I have no idea. I can't set numerical goals because I don't know, but I want to continue. I just want to continue to build a community around me that is so freaking beautiful and so freaking powerful. And I know I can do that. And I know that you guys are going to help me get there. And I don't want to bring along people that don't want to be along. And that's what I think 2021 has to be, a mental shift for me, and realizing that I'm good the way I am. I'm good with the people who want to be in my life. And if you don't want to be in my life, you're not worth the drama. Okay, like, I just had like a little bit of a mental breakdown because I just feel like no one's going to enjoy watching this video, and that I just wasted like 20 minutes of my life filming something that isn't important. But we're trying to be better, and we second guess ourselves, and I think it's important to be raw and to be honest and to share this with you guys, because this is a real part of like what goes through my head, is that I just spent 25 minutes talking about this past year and things that I'm looking forward to, and just how I want to continue to grow myself. I want to continue my fitness and health journey. I want to continue to share my life with you guys. And now I'm sitting back and I'm like, does anyone genuinely care about this? Like, does this matter to any of you? And so I want to be honest with that, and I think I want to continue to be vulnerable. Someone asked me the other day if I'm doing all of this just to gain followers and to gain likes, and that is like so far from the truth. I feel like when I was going through my fitness and my health journey in the beginning, I needed something to believe in. I needed someone to believe in. I needed someone to tell me all the things that I was feeling that I didn't realize was normal, and I want to be that person. I want to be the one who, if you're having a self-conscious day, if you feel insecure, this or that I'll be the one to tell you that it's okay to feel that way, that it's okay to second guess yourself, it's okay to feel self-conscious. I can put myself out there and look like the most confident person in the the whole world, but like I literally just stopped the video and texted Timmy and was like, I don't even know if anyone's even gonna watch this video. And you may not. And I may put it up and I may edit it and put all this time and effort into it, and then no one may watch it. But I think it's important to share my past year with you guys. The transitioning from being a college student to a non-college student working full-time has not been easy for me. The transition to put myself out there on social media has not been easy, but it's been so rewarding. You guys have made every single moment absolutely worth it to me, and I think that's important to share. Like, I think it's important to share that I questioned doing this for years and years and years, and now that I've done it, I have absolutely no regrets. I think it's so important to share that with you because I never thought that I would do this. I never thought that I would have enough confidence in myself and enough confidence that people would care to put myself out there on social media. And so I think it's important to tell you guys that and tell you guys how much it means to me that you guys support me and how much I support every single one of you. So if you're out there and you're still listening to me ramble and you want to share a page or something that you're passionate about, please drop it in the comments down below, because you guys have been so supportive of me and I would love to be supportive to you as well. And there's so many things to look forward to in 2021. Our fitness and health journey is a lifestyle. I will beat that into your head till the day that we die. It didn't start in 2020 and it's not going to end when that new year hits for 2021. This is a lifestyle. This is a journey. We're going to get through it. There's ups, there's downs, there's good, there's bad. We learn something every single day, and we are going to be together through this whole process. So you guys got to hear a huge long ramble about my past year, the ups, the downs, the goods, the bads, things I did good, things I did bad, and how I want to be better going into 2020, because there's always something we can do better. I really want to be better mentally at knowing my worth and putting things and myself out there and continuing to grow this beautiful community, this beautiful platform, and sharing my story, my life with you guys, continuing to work on me, for me, and just being happy. I just genuinely want 2021 to be better than 2020. Not because 2020 was horrible, but because I'm the type of person who wants every year, every day, every month to be better than the last. Although you are allowed to be happy, you're allowed to be so grateful for where you're at. There's nothing wrong with wanting something more and wanting something better. And whether that takes 6 days or 6 years or 6 months, just continuing to always want to be better and to be the best version of yourself. That's all we can aim for. So in 2021, in conclusion, in 2021, all I want to be is the best version of myself. And I want to continue to help myself and mold myself into that best version of myself. Came into this year having absolutely no idea what was about to hit us. We got slammed in the face with the truck, and we're coming out more resilient than ever. And I think we are so strong. We are so beautiful. So here is your friendly reminder to be kind to yourself. Be patient to yourself. Be forgiving. This is a lifestyle. Fitness, health is a lifestyle. Your mental health is a lifestyle. This is a roller coaster. You're going to have ups. You're going to have downs. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. You're going to second guess yourself. You just freaking saw it. There's so many things that 2021 is going to bring on that we have no idea yet. Good, bad, ugly, everything. So I am so happy to be through this journey and with you guys through this entire process that we call life. So thanks for listening to my ramble today. I know that it was a lot. I know that it's a lot to take in. Thanks for hanging in. If you are still here, please hit that subscribe button, girl, because we got so much to talk about, so much to cover in 2021. We are not done. This YouTube journey, this Instagram journey is just beginning for us. We are going to grow this little community little by little, brick by brick. We are going to build ourselves and build our community in 2021. Boom. Mic drop. Long rant. Just talked your freaking ear off. Maybe you're walking on the elliptical. Maybe you're out. Maybe you're bored at work. Pop me up. I don't know what you're doing, but thank you so much for listening. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up so I know you're still here and I know you're still listening. If you haven't already, subscribe down to my channel because we are growing this bad boy. There's so much more content coming out to you guys in 2021. If you haven't already, please follow me on my Instagram. I post so much more on there. Let's build our community here and on Instagram together. Have an amazing holiday because I will not be putting out another video before Christmas. So happy holidays to you and yours. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for this amazing year when it comes to Instagram and YouTube. I never thought I'd be here and I'm so grateful. Even though it's a small gathering right now, we are at a small socially distant gathering on my YouTube and Instagram page. I am so excited to see what 2021 brings on. So let's freaking bring it on. I love you all and I will catch you guys here next time.